Another beautiful morning, and welcome back to Walk and Talk. This is Walk and Talk 4. And this will be lessons learned. And I'll be going over the 9 lessons that I have learned along the way so far in my weight loss journey, going down from 300 pounds now to closing in on 190 flat. And I'm just looking to get my steps in. These guys over here are really going off this morning. Where I get in my steps to continue, the whole trend down, and I come back to you guys with things I've learned, shortcomings, and these are just going to be mainly the goods that I've learned. We've been going over bad habits and things like that in previous walk and talks, so I figure this time we keep it a little higher and just talk about the good stuff and the good lessons I've learned, and again, hopefully they just help you along the way. So I'll start with 9. And maybe if you stick till the end, there might be a 10th special secret 10th lesson learned. All right. And along the way, let me know if you guys already know these. If you're already smashing these lessons. This is nothing for you. And then maybe let me know which one you need the most work on, because I'm still working on these. By no means have I mastered these. So let's get into it. Let's go. First up, lesson 1, biking. It's probably the best damn thing you could do for yourself. Why? Because biking, you can do it a little mindlessly, first off. So it's a low impact. You can do it fairly mindless. If you want to bring a book with you, if you want to bring your phone with you, if you want to bring a tablet, if you want to bring a laptop, not only could you work while you pedal mindlessly, but you could watch your shows, you could catch up, you could binge watch, you could watch your podcasts, anything while you're biking. And again, low impact, repeatable, so it has that repeatability. You're very, very low risk of injury, and again, mindless. So there are many a time, and if I'm biking, you can bet I'm doing something else while I'm biking, even if I'm going to be pushing for time and I'm really trying to beat my previous best. Still, in that moment, I will absolutely be doing something else along the way, just because, like I said, you really don't have to put too much conscious effort into pedaling, right? So it's a beautiful, fantastic way for you to just get after it, burn your calories, and repeat, rinse and repeat, over and over and over and over. And if not that, then walking is also fantastic. And I mean fantastic. Look at me right now. I am walking. I started with this. I started with 6,000 steps, and I worked my way up to, I believe 12,000 was at the end. I just added on an extra 1,000 every week. And it takes a little bit longer every time you do add on those thousands. But man, the number of calories you burn if you're getting in 12,000 steps, pretty crazy. I will say, is it time efficient? No. But if you're starting out and you break it up and you hit 3,000 steps in the morning, 3,000 steps at your lunch, 3,000 steps before or after dinner, you're talking maybe 30 minutes a walk, maybe. And then you're just smashing calories and you have 9,000 steps. So absolutely possible to make it even better. Hitting an incline walk, getting on the treadmill, hitting that incline, huge. You will see a crazy boost in those calories. I've hit, in 30 minutes, I could hit easily 200 calories burned, maybe even pushing up to 240, 250, and that's a damn good ratio right there. So once you're ready, once you put in a little bit of work and lost a little bit of weight because the impact is a little bit more intense, incline walking, huge, could take you to the next level. All right, lesson number 2, gamify as much as humanly possible. At least in my opinion, I think it's the way to go. If you can gamify things, it creates that touch of fun inside of the workouts, inside of the cardio, inside of whatever you're doing. And so along the journey, it's not going to feel like so much of just a clean cut, hardcore sort of grind. And you're going to have some fun with it, constantly be challenging yourself to beat that previous speed that you were walking on, the incline that you were walking on. For me, on bike, maybe once a week or once every other week, I'll challenge myself to beat my previous best time. And not only do I know where I keep the resistance at for the bike, and of course it helps if you use a similar machine, at least the same make, because switching up machines, I think you'll see a little bit of discrepancy. But as long as you are hitting it and getting after it. Even in workouts, you know, like if you're benching 135 and you hit it for 10 and that exhausted you and you couldn't hit an 11th, next week, can you hit that 11th? Or maybe you can't and you set it down for just 5 seconds, catch your breath super fast, and then you pop out another 1 or 2 after that. You were right on the cusp. Like you beat yourself from last week, and so like you've already gotten better. And gamifying it like that. Another way to do it is with biking or cardio. If you do like on and off, you cycle. So what I mean is, like, we'll go walking and jogging. So let's say you're walking and you do a 2.5 speed. So you're walking comfortably, and then you end up bumping it up to like a 4.5, and you do a jog. And let's say you're going back and forth between the two. Maybe you're doing a minute. Then maybe the next week you push a 1.5 minutes on the jog and a minute on the walk. Like, you want that time to get your heart rate back down, to restabilize and everything, but then you're pushing yourself a little bit farther. And it's cool to like play that game with yourself and to beat yourself, because you get to actually see the progress happening actively every single time. And so, like I said, it just gamifies it. It makes it a little bit more, and it is an awesome and easy way for you to create continuous improvement without having to like think about it as a genuine grind all the time. Or if you're doing a calisthenics workout or a body weight workout, like adding a goal of where you're going to do like walking lunges to. So maybe you walk lunges across the entire gym or halfway, and then on the way back you do something separately. You do like a side to side sort of squat lunge. Like, there's those little things you can do that just add pizzazz to a normal everyday workout. Hey, and so I'm telling you, it might seem dumb, but there's something about adding in those little things that just, it's a game changer. All right, number 3 and number 4 are a little similar. So start with number 3. Find your favorites in anything and everything. Find your favorites, and when you find your favorites, spam them. Go crazy with them. Always be hitting your favorite stuff. And that doesn't matter if it is a cardio machine, if it's a lift, if it's a workout, if it's a workout style. If you love calisthenics and it just speaks to you, get after it. Go crazy with it. Spam it. If you're looking for your favorite creators and things like that, and they have a workout and you love it, keep hitting it, man. Adapt it just a little bit, you know? Like, add a few reps here or there, or maybe swap in one different move here or there. Make it your own. But you love it so much, why not do it and make your workouts and things like that enjoyable for yourself? So if you have a favorite machine, spam it. I'm not saying live on it and only do that, but make it a part of every single workout. Perfectly fine, you know? There are plenty of chest machines and bicep moves, tricep moves that I love. And if you've been around watching any of the videos, you have absolutely seen me continue to do those over and over. Like, they're just my favorites. Why wouldn't I do them? And again, not only do you get the variety from gamifying things, but you get that enjoyment. Like, I love the move. It feels great. I enjoy it. I enjoy the style of workout. I just did a workout yesterday. It was fantastic. I haven't felt that like energized and just pumped up in a minute. And like, I think I'm living off the residual. Like, I'm so excited and I'm just ready to get after it again. And so, lesson from that, I'm going to be hitting that workout again, or at least something similar to it, because it kicked ass. It was fun. Why would I not create and bring the fun into it? And so, leading directly into number 4, 5. If you feel it, spam it. And by that I mean, if you have a chest machine, a chest move, a tricep move, a bicep move, shoulder move that just absolutely obliterates whatever you're trying to obliterate, and you feel it just from the start, like it just speaks to you, spam it. Spam the shit out of it. Just get after it. Love that move. Again, bring it into every workout. It doesn't have to be your only part of the workout, but always have it in there, you know? Or at least every other. For instance, for me, dumbbell incline bench, I feel it fantastically, especially when I pick a good weight where I can hit kind of that 12 to 14 range. If I'm really repping out, and I take it nice and slow, and I actually allow the stretch to occur, it really, really brings it up a notch for me. And it's been a ton of the thing that has helped me actually build up my chest. So it just, like, I know that I'm hitting what I want to hit because I feel it so incredibly well. So spamming it, I can't tell you how many times I have incline benched since starting, like weekly almost. And yeah, sometimes I take breaks from it, of course, but it's just one of those core moves that I continually bring back for myself, and it's just because it's awesome. Good morning. And yeah, it's just been awesome. So I think it is a fantastic way for you to make sure that you're making the progress you want to make along the way. And it's just because you're getting that cue that you're feeling it, like over and over and over and over. And it's just perfect. What can I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5, find the right people to listen to. And though your family and friends love you and care about you, it is much better to find people who are where you want to be, or at least working towards it, and taking those intentional steps to get to what you're kind of going towards, because they've been through it, you know, they've lived it, they've learned from it. They are literally going through what you're going through, but they're a little farther along the path. So though your family and friends love you and care about you, and they're really trying to give you the best advice that they can, they don't have that experience, you know. They don't know how to bodybuild, they don't know how to power lift, they don't know calisthenics. Maybe they do, then in that case absolutely go for it. But like, one of the biggest ones I've always heard is like, you know, it's okay to take a day off, it's okay to chill on the weekend. And it's like, no dude, it's not. Because once I chill for Saturday, Sunday, like, that's 2 days off, and I'm just supposed to build up my momentum again, like come Monday when I don't want to do anything. Like, it's Monday, the work week's back, and I didn't do anything all weekend. Maybe I even ate out and drank the whole time or something, you know. Like, you create that bad habit because someone told you, just chill, like, it's fine. I do it all the time. Yeah, you do it all the time, man. I don't want to do it all the time. I want to get after it. I want to be out there. I want to put in a crazy workout. I want to go hike. I want to challenge myself this weekend. Like, it's not the same, but they mean well, you know. Like, I know my buddy's just telling me to take it easy because he sees me working and he sees me tired and stuff, and like, yeah, I need a rest, but like, not the entire weekend. And so I appreciate it. And I'm not saying to be an asshole and be like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about, shut up. It's not about that either. It's about just, you know, like, be like, yeah, man, you're right, and then go do what you're gonna do anyway. So you don't have to be an asshole about it or anything like that. Literally say, dude, you know what you're talking about, get out of here. Just be careful whose advice you do take, and that includes mine, dude. Be careful with what I say, be careful listening to me. Like, you know, you just gotta always know if the person that you are listening to is either taking steps towards what you want to get to, or is at where you want to get to. Because again, they're building that proof, they're doing it actively, they are chasing what you want to chase. So they give you lessons because they've lived it. So very important to always consider just who exactly you're listening to. All right, number 6, eating styles. Doing what works for you and what makes sense for you. So when I say that, I mean, there's multiple styles of eating, you know, like, there's the traditional breakfast, lunch, dinner. There's people who graze, they have 6 to 8 meals, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, I don't know. I don't usually do it, so I don't know. And then there's like intermittent fasting, and there's different time windows for intermittent fasting. You know, like, some people do 12 and 12. Some people do the 8-hour window. Some people do 6. Some people do 4-hour windows. And so like today's going to be a 4-hour window for me. Normally it's not, but with me only really doing walking and some activity today, like, it's a light day for me. I can chill. I don't need like additional protein and carbs because I'm not pushing it today. I'm not getting crazy with it. So, but regardless of today, what I have found for myself is that intermittent fasting really works for me. That's because I like eating big. I love huge feast type meals. So pushing that off, like, I'm fine in the mornings. Right now, hungry? No, not in the slightest. I've had a few drinks of coffee. Now I'm out here getting sun. And that's it, you know what I mean? So I'm good. I'd rather save it up and just grab a big heaping plate for dinner and just get after it. Like, that's just who I am. That's what I've grown up on. That's why I gained so much weight, because I've used to absolutely smashing plates and just getting after it. And so it's what works for me. It's what feels good for me. Like, I don't feel exhausted during the day. I'm not starving. I feel good. Even if I hit a workout early enough, like, I'm still good. You know, it doesn't affect me in such a fashion where I feel like it's detrimental to me. I feel like I have plenty of energy, and then I get to enjoy a huge meal. So you can't go wrong there. But you need to understand how your calorie allotment is going to work and things like that when you get into the nitty gritty of it. But at least for just starting out, I mean, understanding how you like to eat. Maybe you don't like to eat so big. Maybe you're more of a snacker. Snack smart, but go to grazing. Have your 4 to 6 meals a day, snacks a day. But if you're like me and you like those big meals, maybe you don't usually eat for breakfast anyway, dude, push it out just a little bit longer. Like, every day, every 3-4 days, push it back an hour. See what happens. See if you feel okay. And I'm not saying that, like, if I'm hungry, I'm gonna have something. I'm not gonna just say, yo, it's not my time yet. It's not about starving myself. Again, you know, that is not the goal. The goal is not to starve myself. The goal is to push off all my calories so I can just have a heaping plate at the end of the day and just enjoy it, because that's who I am. That's what I enjoy. All right, let me read this one, because I wrote a little bit about it. Number 7, say something, do something. If you're gonna say it, if you're gonna write it down, do it. Do it. For me, right now, in the morning, this walk is in the morning. If I do not hit this walk in the morning, I mean, it's already 80 something degrees. It's going to be even hotter later. I'm going to be done with work. I'm going to be like, I'd rather just kind of chill out. I don't want to go out in the heat. And so my point here is, if you're going to wake up and work out, and then you sleep in and you miss it, then you're like, okay, I'll work out tonight. But then you're tired from work and you miss it again. Like, you go down this slippery slope of not saying what you, or not doing what you say. And I think it goes a little bit into like scheduling and accountability, because you do want to do it, you know, like you mean to do it, but like, if you can't commit and actually get after it, especially for me, it tends to mean that like my whole day falls off. So I have 2 windows in which I can work out typically, and if I don't hit either of those, it is a guaranteed like pre-dinner biking session, and I'm going all out because I need to burn my calories. So that wind might be really affecting this. Let me check on that. All right, I had a little fuzzy on it, so that's supposed to help reduce the wind noise. It's not like it's crazy windy, but if any gusts come up, I don't want to completely lose out on the audio. So, but yeah, so do what you say, you know. If you say it, do it. And if you plan it out, like, hit according to plan. Really hold yourself to it. Like, I am a king procrastinator. I love procrastination. I will always push things back as much as I can. And having that schedule for myself and keeping myself stuck to it, like making sure I hit 9 o'clock. If it's 9 o'clock, I'm hitting 9 o'clock. If I said I'm going to work out afterwards, I have to put everything in place to ensure that I can work out after, because I know for a fact, if I sit down and I say I'm going to watch one YouTube video, like one YouTube video ends up becoming 2, 3, then I'm like, I might as well game a little bit. So I'll game a little bit, and then it's already 6 p.m. Dinner's right around the corner, and I'm like, damn, do I just eat dinner and then try and work out after? Maybe. And then nothing happens. So you just continually push back. So when you say it, do it. Hold yourself accountable. All right. Number 8. This one's a little cliche, but it is so incredibly serious, and it is just one that continually comes back over and over and over. Consistency is king, dude. Consistency is king. And I don't even mean like work out every day, run a mile every day. Like, it doesn't have to be that crazy. If you set a goal for yourself to hit 6,000 steps a day, like, as long as that is repeatable and you could do that, it will drive some change. For me, I learned that consistency isn't about, like I said, going crazy, hitting 1,000-calorie workout every day and running a mile and blah 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 blah. It's about a few key things. Like, if you want to build some muscle, figure out your 3 or 4 days that you're going to hit the gym and hit hypertrophy training. You're going to go lift weights. Hit those days. Just hit those days. I don't care if it's a good workout, a bad workout. I don't care if you have the perfectly formulated program. I don't care if it's scientifically proven. I don't care. Hit your 4 days. Hit your 4 days. That is a big part of it. That, like, it's those smaller key points, those small goals that start to compound and build to you making real deal progress. Like, for me, it was having my kind of week put out for me. So like today is my walk day and my activity day. For me, on my watch, which is on this hand, 800 calories burned on there. Like that is my minimum. That's just what I have to get to, you know. And it's driven me all the way to here, and it's going to continue to drive me all the way to my goals. And then previously, it was push-pull legs. It was the 3 days in the gym. Now it's adapted a little bit. Like now there's a little bit more calisthenics, and now that I'm moving into hybrid training, it's slightly different. But the consistency part is just what you have to make sure that you get to, because you get that compounding effect. It doesn't matter if you miss a day. What matters is if you let it compound into something else. I think it's James Clear. I wrote it down because I like giving credit where credit is due. James Clear. He's, I believe he's the author of Atomic Habits. Half the book, have not read it yet. Planning on it. Says missing a thing once is an accident, but missing a thing twice is the start of a new habit. And it just goes back to that consistency standpoint, you know. Like maybe you consistently watch your shows every single night. Like maybe you consistently game every night. Maybe you consistently game every weekend. Like you have the habits and you're capable of building habits. It's just you need to switch them to good habits, productive habits, habits that are going to get you to your goals. And that's the tough part, you know. That's where it starts to really come in. But consistency, just hitting them over and over and over compounds into you eventually winning. Number 9, gratitude is huge, man. Gratitude is huge. And I know, like, I didn't really believe in it when I heard it kind of at the beginning, you know, like, be grateful for the things that you do have, the things that you have survived. And I was like, yeah, I'm happy that I'm here in America and I have a job and I have a family, blah, blah, blah. But, like, no, seriously, as you start to piece it together and you do start to realize the good things, like, you start to be able to handle the bad things a lot easier, because you do realize, like, you do have some good stuff going on, and there really are things to be, like, happy about, to be proud about. Like, I do have a pretty solid career, and it is very stable, and they allow me a lot of flexibility, and I'm very fortunate for that, and I'm very fortunate, like, they treat us well, and that's all a great part. And because of that, you know, I was able to help my brother fix his car. Like, it's a trickle down, you know. You realize that there are good things. I realize, like, I'm so grateful that I have a capable body, that, like, I can push myself and that I can repair myself, like, through YouTube and everything. I'm learning how to PT a lot of things that have happened to me, and, like, it's working. That's the crazy part, because normally I'd still be hurting, I'd still be aching, there'd still be this or that, but, like, man, from the ground up, genuinely, like, starting with my toes, ankles, knees, hips, back, just, like, working the way up, I'm, like, bulletproofing everything, and I just feel myself getting stronger and more bulletproof, just tougher. I'm, like, ready for more, and it's so freaking cool that that's just available to me on YouTube, you know. Like, I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful that my body can adapt and I can push it. Like, yeah, I was fat and I'm still carrying it on, but damn it, we're getting after it, and my body keeps pushing with me, and so I'm very grateful for that, and I'm grateful for the fam. I'm grateful for my buddies. I'm grateful for the ones that are especially on here, watching, commenting, checking it out. Like, it's cool to have those people in my life, you know. Very grateful for good people in my life. And so there are little things, I promise. There's something somewhere that is good, and just realizing the good and reframing it and just being in it makes the bad a hell of a lot easier to get through. So I'm not saying you have to be grateful about everything, but at least find a few key things you do have in life and that are meaningful and big for you. And it's a game changer. It really is. All right, secret, the final, number 10, for everyone who stuck around. I appreciate it. Big shout out to you. You're a freaking badass. But last but not least, the fitness journey, the weight loss journey will rebuild a new you in the best possible freaking way. And I don't mean it's gonna genuinely change you. You're gonna be a whole new person. You're gonna lose everything. Like, I don't mean that. I mean that it's inside of you. It's always been there. You just got to start flipping it and bringing it out. You have more in you. You have the potential. You have it in you. You can push yourself. You can be more. It exists inside of you. I know it because I have seen it myself as someone who's just an average dude, man. There's nothing special about me. I'm just out here with a fucking camera, walking. Like, I have this. This is just a normal trail. Like, I bet you have a park or something around you. You can do this too. And hopefully, with all the knowledge and everything that's out there, you can kick my ass and become better much faster than I could. Because it does take time. And I feel better. Like, I'm so much happier with myself. When I see myself in the mirror now, when I used to look at myself in the mirror, like, there used to be that disappointment, that guilt, that just almost anger with what I see, you know, because, man, I realized how much I let myself down, dude. I gave up. Like, when did I give up? When did I let myself get to 300? When did I allow my body to deteriorate and become so, like, weak and fragile and big and immovable? And, you know, like, you just see that, and, like, I don't know. I've always thought that there was more to it. And so, yeah, I'm still piecing it together, and yeah, I have a lot of bad habits still, but I'm working through them. And it is very cool to, like, give yourself that thanks for doing better. And like I said, my body feels better, man. My knees used to hurt. I used to have some feet pains. My back used to hurt. My back used to be real tight and stuff. And, like, a lot of it's gone. And so it is such a cool thanks to myself to be like, you know, man, I care about me enough to put in the work and to make myself feel better. And it's so cool. And you might start out your journey not liking yourself, but, like, maybe you don't even think you're capable, because I remember starting out and not thinking that any of this was possible. None of it. And slowly piecing it together, slowly building that proof week by week. Like, you lose a pound, you lose 2 pounds, you lose 3, then you lose 10, then you lose 20, and you put on some muscle, you add weight to your bench, your curls, everything, and you just start to build that proof, and it changes you, and it brings you to a new place, a better place. And I trust in myself so much more. I like myself so much more, and I welcome challenges a lot more, you know, because I know I could do it if I just get to it. So it'll change you in the best way possible, I promise. Just give it a try. It's within you. You are capable. You can do more. You can be more. You just got to get after it. You just got to do it. All right? Get out there, guys. Hopefully you start today. Today. Right after work. Get after it. If it's too late, I understand. Tomorrow morning, get up just 15 minutes earlier. Do a little 10-minute walk around your neighborhood, around the house. Just, it's the simple little things, and it will change you for the better. And again, you're not going to lose yourself. It's within you. You just got to pull it out, you know. You're capable of more. I believe in you. Let's get after it. See you in the next one.